सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः वेद वेदांग वेदांत विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सरस्वती महाभागे विद्ये कमललोचने विद्यारूपे विशालाक्षी विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तुते यदक्षरं पदं पृष्ठं मात्राहीनं च यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवी प्रसीद परमेश्वरी अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रीविद्योपासनासक्तं श्रीविद्यापीठभूषणं श्रीविद्याभिनवं वन्दे श्रीकृष्णानन्द सद्गुरुम् ॐ श्रीविद्यापद्मां सदा हरि ओम हरि। So Tattvabodha Bhagavan taking us towards the path to liberation, because the Mahavakya Tattvam Asi is explained, expounded. Bhagavan says this is written or composed or explained to those who seek to be liberated thus. So liberation from what? Obviously, ask anybody, what do you want in life? Ask anybody. Different terms will come, they will say peace, happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment, whatever words they use. It means what? that right now we are all in a state of dissatisfaction, unfulfillment, lacking something. No, we are generally happy, but if that is there, it is not complete. It is not total fulfillment. Now the Shastras, our scriptures and our rishis have said that there is this state within us. In fact, it is our own dharma, it is our own nature that we have to feel fulfilled and complete all the time. We are to be in a state of contentment all the time. And this contentment, this fulfillment, this satisfaction is so deep, it is independent. It is not dependent on anything. As of now, my happiness depends on many things. My satisfaction depends on many things. My sense of fulfillment depends on many things, isn't it? So, Shastra say, no, this is what we want to declare to you. It is because of our not knowing, it is because of our ajnanata, it is because of our ignorance of our true nature. We are not able to cognize that. Therefore, we assume to be something which is far more smaller, limited, and hence feel all this dissatisfaction, which means it is wrong thinking. We just need to correct our thinking. This is all. Oh, this is all? If I hear it, I will not. Ideally, it should be like that. With just hearing, Arey, I missed the obvious. I got it. That should happen, isn't it? But that is not happening. Arey, you say I am ātman, tattvamasi. I should say aham brahmasmi, but I don't feel like that. आचार्य आपके लिए ठीक है, हम नॉर्मल लोग के लिए नहीं. हम क्या अब नॉर्मल है? तो ये ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, पीपल कम टू मी, दे से नहीं नहीं आप जो बोल रहे हो वो ठीक है, इन द रियल वर्ल्ड थिंग्स आर डिफरेंट. तो मैं कहती हूँ मैं क्या रियल वर्ल्ड में नहीं रह रही हूँ? कोई अनरियल वर्ल्ड में मैं हूँ. उल्टा ही लगता है ना एक्सपीरियंस में. देखो, दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस. अहम ब्रह्मन, हाँ अहम ब्रह्मास्मि, एम आई दैट? बट हाउ डू आई कम टू नो? हाँ, so he says the true adhikari will come to. There is an adhikari. Qualifications है ना इसकी. अच्छा, I didn't know of this qualification. हाँ, तो भगवान ने started enumerating, because for the adhikari, tattva viveka, this will be revealed to him. Okay, so who is the adhikari then? Because when I have to study something, I have to be qualified to study that subject matter, isn't it? So then the qualifications, what did we see? We saw that this person should be, he should have a fourfold qualification. Sadhana chatushtaya. Sampanna adhikarina tattva viveka prakaram vakshyamaha, he says. So he says, you should have this sadhana, you should be such a sadhak who should have basically viveka, vairagyam. He should also have something called a sixfold wealth. Oh, इसके लिए पैसे भी चाहिए, वेल्थ चाहिए, डोनेशन देना पड़ता है. आपने पहले नहीं बताया, आप बोले फ्री क्लासेस ऑनलाइन. तो ये वेल्थ क्या है? लेट अस फाइंड आउट. दैट ही शुड हैव, एंड देन he should be a mumukshu. He should be seeking moksha. You want liberation, therefore you should study this. Huh? Then बाद में, you should not be saying that I studied Tattvabodha and I finished Tattvabodha and I made great losses in business. What is this? It has nothing to do with your making profit in business. It is about liberating you. So you have to be a mumukshu. You must yearn for moksha. So in this, we saw what is Viveka, isn't it? What is Viveka? What did we read in the last class? That it is Nitya, Anitya, Vastu Viveka. That is, there is something that is permanent and something impermanent. We have to be able to discern between the two. This capacity to discriminate between permanent and impermanent. Very beautiful, actually. This is actually, Bhagavan Shankara has made it very simple for us. The moment you have to look at something, whether is this permanent? Am I giving some impermanent vastu, situation, object too much importance? That's what he is asking us to look at. Most of us are lost in the world of impermanency. All the things that we are attached to, all the things we relate to, all the things we call our own are mostly of the impermanent nature. So whatever is impermanent, can there be security there? And if you are insecure with things, will you be happy? You are always scared, isn't it? There is fear of losing. And if all the time I'm thinking, if I'm going to lose something, I'm going to lose something, how can I be happy? Isn't it? This you should be able to discriminate between what is permanent, because we are also seeking the truth of who we are. The truth of who we are is Satchit Ananda Swarupa, Atma Swarupa. Atman is eternal. We will come to that because he will be explaining that to us. But before that, what he says is, what is permanent? Truth has to be permanent. Something which is impermanent cannot be the truth. This is agreed, logical, rational mind will say this. It has to be changeless. It cannot change from everywhere. It cannot change from person to person. It cannot change because you are thinking one way. No, we all believe one thing, so the truth is this. No, it doesn't depend on anybody's opinion. Truth is truth, irrespective of whether we even recognize it. That is the definition of truth, isn't it? We may negate it, we may refute it because we may not believe in it. But what is truth has to stand, irrespective of all. So then, this capacity, constantly trying to discern, what am I engaging with? What am I following? What am I deeply attached to? Is it of the permanent kind or the impermanent kind? If it is impermanent, should I cry so much over it? If it is impermanent, should I attach myself so much to it? Automatically, what will happen? Dispassion will rise in the heart, isn't it? That's the next logical thing. You will say, let me be detached from all these impermanent things. This is bringing me only sorrow. In fact, dispassion is just that. Recognizing that all I'm following is sorrow giving or desire prompting. Isn't it? Everything that I choose for my happiness, it opens up another desire. I want a car. Okay, I have a, you know what? I always had two-wheeler only. And whenever I saw others moving in car, I wanted four-wheeler. Desire is there because I'm already driving. So I want a four-wheeler. Then I got a small car. Very happy. First four-wheeler. I started driving. Then while driving, I see many cars much bigger in size. Say, why not get a bigger car? Now that I'm already driving small car, it'd be nice, no? Thoda status, people respect you, no? And comfort is there, convenience is there. Then what happens? 3 years, I'm telling you, just in the next 3 years, I'm going to earn enough to get the bigger car. Then I struggle, I work hard, I get it. No, see, in the world, people will tell you all this is good. Self-development program, corporate programs are made. But which self are they talking about is another thing. Huh? They all agree. What did they agree? Your resume, they have agreed. Ego self. You're attached to the body, your education, your mind, your intellect, all this, you've given them information. And they say self-development program, they're talking of the ego self. We must understand that very clearly. So they say, very good, go ahead. Work for the company, we will give you promotion, we will give you money, you will go and buy your bigger car. Now you've bought the bigger car and you're driving, and somebody says, yes, sir, you're in a big car. आपको तो ड्राइवर रखना चाहिए, आप ही चला रहे हो. अच्छा, अरे ड्राइवर की सैलरी क्या देनी? I have to think of how to budget for that now. Then I need to work hard again. So see, I have got खुशियां मिली. I have got from scooter to four-wheeler, small car to big car. I have gone. It has given me happiness. But how was that happiness? हाँ, एक हफ्ते के लिए सेलिब्रेट किया, गाड़ी ले गए इधर उधर. We took the car, we went to the temple, we went to Tirtha, we came back. Next car. When I took the car to Bhagavan. I said, my new car, Bhagavan. I broke the coconut, asking Bhagavan, next car, no, I will come, let it come with the chauffeur driver also. So see, what am I doing already? Desire more. It is not enough. It is never enough. We must understand this. Things of the world will never be enough. We are asking, no, rich people are there. Arey, they have so much, how much? That will never be enough, understand. It is only when you recognize this and a sense of dispassion comes into your mind, will your sense of vivekam, discernment also improve. So you should know that all your happiness is not coming from the objects or situations of the world. When you have something, where have you felt the happiness? Always within you, isn't it? I was so happy. अच्छा, कहाँ पे? Within myself. तुम्हारे अंदर. हाँ. So what is Bhagavan trying to say? तुम्हारे अंदर कहाँ से उसको खोजो. And then you will find you are the fountain of happiness. Happiness is within you. बाहर कभी था ही नहीं. It was never outside of you. But we have mistaken and we think it is outside. Therefore, I look outside for happiness. So, with Vivekam and Vairagya, what is the other thing that has been told? Shama, Adi, Sadhana, Sampatti, Ka. This Sampatti, this is wealth. Wealth of what? Shama, Adi. So we should understand in any text we read or the commentary on Advaita Vedanta, we must understand one thing. The moment they say Shama Adi, meaning they mean the sixfold wealth, okay, virtues that we must be able to inculcate. What is that? Shamo, Dhamma, Uparati, Stitiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam, Chariti. Which are the 6? Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, and Samadhana. These are the 6-fold wealth the adhikari should have for what? So that he himself will come to realize this truth, which means we must cultivate these virtues within us. Now let us see. This is the inner, okay, starting with Shama. Shama. Now, Shama kaha mano nigraha. So he is answering every word. Let us not be confused. I don't know, so many words are used. What does it mean? He will come to explaining that. So don't worry. Shama adi sampatti is required. Shama, 6-fold. Which are the 6? Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana. Okay? Now what is Shama? Shama kaha mano nigraha. Mano nigraha kya hai? Control or mastery over the mind. Man ke upar kabu. Nigraha. Nigraha is holding or controlling or commanding the mind. What is mind? Mind is a flow of thoughts. We will say thinking. Thoughts are coming, thoughts are going. We are engaging in thoughts all the time. This is my mind. Mind is made up of different qualities of thoughts. We will come to that. But mind means any flow of thought. Now, continuous flow of thought is there. Innumerable in number. And we have no control over it. Very often, what is happening? The mind is controlling us. Isn't it? The mind is so strong, it is telling us do this, do that. We are following the mind. And here, what is Bhagavan Shankara telling us? You have to control the mind. A very beautiful metaphor is given in the Bhagavad Gita, where Bhagavan Krishna tells Arjuna, how should it be? The mind is like the reins, what you hold, the leash kind of, what you hold your animals with, no? So when you're driving a chariot with horses, the reins which hold the horses, no, that is the mind. So the mind should hold what? The senses. We will come to that. Dhamma is control over senses. This mind, what happens? A thought, my mind tells me there is one thought. I will get up at 5 o'clock tomorrow. And start doing pranayama, yoga. Then I will sit for meditation. Good thought. So I keep the alarm before going to sleep. And I tell everybody at home, tomorrow morning, don't disturb. 5 o'clock, I'm getting up. I'm going to do yoga, pranayama, meditation. Okay, wonderful. What has happened? 5 o'clock, alarm goes. Tring. My mind tells me, Arey, so sleepy, 10 minutes will be good. 10 minutes later. So I put it off. Then it has that snooze button, no? So what happens? After 5 minutes again. Just now I'm sleeping very well. Whole night I couldn't sleep because I was thinking I have to get up, no? And do this. I didn't sleep well. Now only I'm sleeping very well, and this alarm, it's already 5 o'clock. I'll switch off. I will start from tomorrow. I switched off. Then and then slept, woke up at 7 o'clock, and now I'm feeling very bad. Chah, should have woken up. Now what happened? Why did I do this? Now, who told you to do this? Your own mind told you get up at 5. Who told you don't want to get up? Your own mind told, no, I want to sleep. I don't want to get up now. Now, who's feeling bad? Your own mind is feeling bad. This way, we are constantly fighting with our own thoughts, isn't it? Now, these thoughts are controlling us. Because now what has happened? My day is spoiled because my mind, I am not happy. All of us are this way. When my thoughts are not in sync with who I am, there is this disconnect. So I have heard bad news. My mood is down. So my day has become bad. When I hear good news, I'm feeling very happy and I feel very good. How are you? Oh, fantastic. Huh? Array, but your being fantastic, your being happy is dependent on something. That means it's not permanent. Why are you getting carried away with this? Isn't it? Therefore, it is said, this mind must be controlled. Let not the mind get out of your control. When the mind is going like this after things, with your own mind only, you have to get hold of. Why? No, because I have heard. My guru is telling me that. Acharya is saying this in the book also. Tattvabodha, Bhagavan Shankara is saying this. I should not go for things of the objects of the world. And I should in fact learn to control it. Therefore, I am going to control. This way we must bring it under control. It can only be done making friends with it. That is why Bhagavan says, Krishna, in the Gita, make friends with your own mind. Your mind can become your enemy, your mind can become your friend. If your mind is your enemy, our life is big problem. Keep your mind as your friend, slowly discipline it and have mastered. One who has mastered his mind has mastered many things in life. Then we shall see about Dhamma. Dhamma kaha chakshuradi bahendriya nigraha. Control of the senses. Bahyendra, external. External is what? Huh? What are these senses? Sense organs of perception, sense organs of action. When we say sense organs, this is what we mean. What are sense organs of perception? Eyes. Because what happens through eyes, we get to see everything around us and come to know of the world. What about ears? We listen, we know a lot. Our tongue is there. In fact, tongue does two jobs. One is tasting, eating, another is speaking. Then we have skin, through which we can feel whether it is hot or cold. Sense organ, tells us about the world. Right? And then smell. We can smell and then say, something nice is cooking. I was just sitting for meditation. I can smell coffee. I can smell chai. Now I want to go there. Forget meditation. What has happened? Senses, this sense of smell has taken me. I was going to sit for meditation. I changed my mind. Mind is not under control. Mind is under control of nose. Nose has gone to the kitchen. Coffee. Where did I go? Went to the kitchen. नहीं पहले कॉफी एक पी लेते हैं. Then mind शांत होगा. फिर meditation. हाँ, ये उल्टा हो रहा है. Then every time The senses are going to run. If your mind is going to run after that, it is like, we bought four-wheeler, no? Now two-wheeler bhi rehne do. If you want to go from one place to another, I want to go from home to office. I start the two-wheeler, but the two-wheeler says, "Arey, let's go to Khandala. Beautiful weather today." And the scooter starts going there. What will happen to your life? You can't control the scooter because scooter is going there. हमारे जिंदगी में our lives are being controlled like this only. Our senses taking us. I was walking through Khao Gully to go to my friend's place. I am not hungry. But on the way, I smell, oh bhaji, dukan, stall. He's just opened the stall. Then I call my friend, yeah, I'm coming. Why don't you come here? Nice pav bhaji is being. Says, oh, that shop, famous pav bhaji. Then I've come all the way here. We shouldn't miss. Let us have. Bhook lagi hai kya? The stomach is telling, I don't want. Stomach is not asking. But the mind is asking. Why? Not even the mind. Mind is under the control of smell. Senses are telling, come. अरे एक दिन खाने से कुछ नहीं होता. नहीं, I have diabetes. I can't eat gulab jamun. अरे, this is another thing I hear. Huh? Some people tell me, no, Acharya, I am taking one gulab jamun, no problem. Hey, but you have sugar problem. No, don't have. No, I'm taking insulin. Huh? Just because you're taking insulin, you are allowed to eat gulab jamun. What is this? Can't control. Huh? So, array, if we are under the control of mind and sense organs, आत्मज्ञान is tough. थोड़ा पहले से बताना जरूरी है. If we want Atmajnan, we must have control over senses and control over indriyas like eyes, ears, nose, skin. I told only nose. One sense organ itself, so much problem. When I see there are so many things, I go to the exhibition. My friend said, come, we will do window shopping. Window shopping, पता है ना क्या? Just जाके देख लेते हैं, exhibition है. It doesn't stop there, man. Huh? Because what happens? I saw that sari, beautiful sari, but 50% discount. Sale, 50% discount. I've seen that. I have gone for window shopping. Just देखने गए थे. Can you control? नहीं. Will let us buy that sari because it is beautiful. This combination I don't have. Then I come home because no, I'm trying to discipline. Then I'm studying. I've gone for Tattvabodha class. I don't want to buy sari. I have saris. I come home, but in the night, my own mind, no. Arey, that combination you don't have. और अभी engagement भी उनका आ रहा है. You could have bought that new sari and 50% discount. You know that salesman was telling कि ये price में तो आपको कहीं नहीं मिलना. Then that युद्ध with whom? With myself only. Next morning, अरे वो कितने बजे खुलता है वो दुकान? वो साड़ी अभी भी available है क्या? तो I have gone to that to buy that sari and he says, अरे Benji, yesterday I was telling you 50% discount. आप लेकर ही जाइए, it is good. And you feel so good. ले लेते. Because I'm not slept all night thinking about that sari. Then I came home, I bought the sari. Push. After 2 days, forgotten the sari. It is lying inside. And I had to go for that engagement. I removed another sari. I forgot only that I had to wear. तो ये चलता. This is with the eyes. This is with the ears also. You know what he was telling about you? किसी ने ऐसा start भी कर दिया. Somebody starts a conversation like this. You know what she told about you? Huh? What did she say? Immediately. The mind has to control the ears. I don't know what she said. But do you think it is true? Do you think I need to know? Do you think it will help me? Is it good for me? These are the questions you should ask first. Not us. क्या बोल रही थी? क्या बोल रही थी? बताओ. When we want to keep a secret, how do we say? Don't tell anybody, I'm telling you. This tongue also can't keep quiet, ears also can't keep. And that is how we will spread to all. What we say? I'm telling you, don't tell anybody. You will go and tell only one person, don't tell anybody. Everybody seems to know. Why? No control over tongue, no control over ears. This is why it is very important. Shama, Dhamma. These are the wealth. This is a virtue to hold. If you have this, you're a person of integrity, character, understand. For this sake, you must hold this. Then what does he say? Uparama kaha. He says, Swadharmanushtanameva. Swadharma, observance of your own dharma. This is strict observance, anushtana in your own dharma. See, if the mind is under your control, senses are under your control, what have you to do? I just pay attention to my own duty, isn't it? Next, it is that only. तुम्हें क्या करना है? अपना काम, mind your own business बोलते हैं ना. I have to mind my own business. Just keep doing what you have to be doing. Your duty, what's your duty? When you keep doing this, no, you have a lot more wealth. Huh? What will happen is, I do my duty. I am a college student. I don't like studies, but I have to study. What to do? In spite of that, if you make up your mind, no, I am going to study. Irrespective of whether I like it or I don't like it. If this can be your attitude and stance, then that is definitely a key to success. Understand? Because anyway, see, I'll tell you, you're a student and you have to give your exams. That situation is not under your control. Situations around you are never under your control. But your attitude, your approach is under your control, isn't it? You have to go for a job. You have to cook. You have to clean. You have to do what you have to do. So how do you want to do it? Cheerfully, with a, pleasant stance in life? Or do you want to do it grudgingly, ungratefully? Karna. Don't do. This makes a big difference to the quality of your life. And what happens is, whether I like it or no, if I'm mastery over my mind, I am no longer bothered about likes and dislikes. That is a great inner strength that you get. No, I want to do that job only. No, I want to do this only. No. This is one of the few things you learn being under a guru. The guru will tell you what has to be done and you have to do it. It may be unimportant, but you have to do it. It may be very important and you will say, I can't do it. There is no way you can get out of it. Right? So you have to be able to do what is required of you and you should observe it strictly. This is Uparama or Uparati. Okay? Then we come to Titiksha. Titiksha ka शीतोष्ण सुख दुखादि सहिष्णुत्वम. What is titiksha? Shita, ushna. Shita is cold, ushna is heat. Sukha, dukha, joy, sorrow, huh? Adi, that is, all of these are, if you notice, pairs of opposites, right? So if in the physical body, I will feel cold or hot. At the emotional level, I might be joyful or sorrowful. According to my intellect, I might be a success or failure. I may be making profit or I may be making loss, right? I may have, somebody may praise me, somebody may insult me. All these are opposites, isn't it, of each other? Being able to endure all of this cheerfully is titiksha. So going through this without complaining, being able to endure, see, this is one quality. Endurance has become very low level, I feel, in today's world because of conveniences that we have made for ourselves. So we want everything conveniently done. The moment we are planning something, we are looking for convenient ways of doing it. Consumeristic attitude, this is. While it is okay to do something conveniently, don't make that a habit, because what is happening? Your levels of titiksha are going down. And if you have no endurance in you, you are not going to last. Period. It is only one who has endurance, who has great strength. He will be able to endure all the opposites, will last long. He will succeed in the end. The ones today, because of children are not getting to hear a rejection, a no from anybody. So when they face from home, they leave home, they come to college, universities. I know many professors talk to me, teachers, parents themselves. The child cannot take a no. Understand, in this world, nobody is going to follow or do what you expect. In fact, you will only meet rejections. And if you're not going to be able to withstand that rejection, you have failed. Therefore, titiksha. How is this? Today it is hot. Okay, stop there. How is it? It's cold. Stop. Learn to endure something. Learn to work for something. So this is very, very, very important. Otherwise, what happens? I am only sorrowful. Why this has to happen to me? Bhagavan is doing this to me only. I am so good. Why am I suffering? Everybody goes through their lot of suffering. Nobody in this world is given pure happiness. You may think that, I don't have any money. So one who has money has all happy. Nay, that you don't know what he's suffering. He has all the money, but he is suffering from some illness. He can't enjoy that money. And he's looking at somebody who is healthy and saying that those healthy people are so, what did I do wrong? I have no health. Healthy people are saying, I have no relationships only. Look at them, they have got a big family. Family people are saying, same thing, I have no money. We all are big family, but no. So each one is crying for one. Instead of that, being just okay and enduring the situation, do something about it, but respond to the situation, not react or reject. There is a difference in this. So this is titiksha, endurance of heat and cold, pleasure and pain, etc. Then we come to shraddha idrishi. Meaning, what is the nature of shraddha? Guru Vedanta Vakyadishu Vishwasaha Shraddha. What is Shraddha? Faith, Vishwas in the words of Guru and Vedanta Vakya. हाँ, Vedanta Vakya and Guru's Vakya में श्रद्धा चाहिए. Now what is the श्रद्धा? Not blind faith. आजकल क्या है? That word is very popular. अंध भक्त. No. See, I'll tell you something. Shraddha is the basis on which the entire universe is running. Okay. Today, suppose you go out, you call for a taxi, you call for an auto rickshaw, or you're taking a train, or you're flying. When you get into the flight, do you say, who is the pilot? How many years service he's got? Where is his license? How many hours of flying? Do we check? We just go, where is our seat? Who is sitting next to us? Put our seat belt, close our eyes. Want to take off. You take the car, you take the vehicle, car or a taxi or auto rickshaw also. And auto rickshaw also, if it is, do you sit down and you ask him, भाई यहाँ मार्केट चलोगे, स्टेशन चलोगे? Do you say, आपका लाइसेंस दिखाओ, कितने साल से गाड़ी चला रहे हो? विश्वास के ऊपर you just get in ना. He is driving the vehicle, he knows to drive. I am going sitting. I tell him, market ले जाना. He takes me to the market. Basic Shraddha. ठीक है? Like that, you just keep faith. Usually faith is asked for what? For something that is unknown, isn't it? If something is known to me, why will I say keep faith? The sun rises in the east is a fact known to me. Will I say, please keep faith, that sun rises in the east? You don't need. But if I didn't know the sun rises in the east, I will say, just keep faith in me. What does Arjuna do when he surrenders to Bhagavan Krishna? What is he saying? Bhagavan, I'm surrendering to you. Why? Because you're my friend. You are my best friend. You have my best intention in heart. You don't want anything from me. What does the Guru want from you? What do the scriptures want from you? They don't want anything. They want you to understand this truth. That's all they want. Right? So what do they say? You keep faith till you come to see this pending inquiry. I always tell, no, faith pending inquiry. You inquire on your own. Investigation to jari hai. You have to do investigation. Jahan samajh mein nahi hai, go back to the teacher. Go back to the acharya. Acharya, scriptures are saying this. You are saying this. But how? This is how Krishna is always questioned. Arjuna, how many questions he has? नहीं तो Bhagavan Krishna in the second chapter he has already told him, you are ātman. You can't be killed. You are everything he has told him. But Arjuna, no. Why are you telling me all this? I can't understand. Then how this? Then how do I understand this? Then why can't I do this? Going on questioning. This is the way you question. You investigate until you see the truth. Till that time, keep faith. So Shraddha, Idrishi, Guru Vedanta Vakyadishu Vishwasaha, that is called Shraddha. Keep Shraddha in the Guru and in the Vedanta scriptures. Scriptures which are declaring this truth to you. And here, Rabindranath Tagore has a very beautiful line. He says, faith is the bird that sings in joy when the dawn is still dark. So poetically, so beautifully. Faith is the bird that sings with joy. When you have this faith, that might be the only leap to the unknown. Understand something. This faith can move mountains, we say, no? It is the bird that sings with joy, because even though it is still dark, it is not, sunrise has not come, but it is singing in joy already with the understanding that, this is going to happen. This is the kind of faith we must have. The guru will interpret the scriptures, and he is going to interpret the scriptures for whose benefit? It has to be for the benefit of the student, of the adhikari. So when we have faith in that, we are going to be, the truth will reveal itself faster to us, because this is something we do not know anything about. So we have not been told, look for it, isn't it? Now we are being told, look for it there. I didn't know this before. I wish I knew it before, right? So this way he will lead us. So it is very, very important to have faith in the guru and the scriptures, and that becomes our ability to reach it, actually. So we must always check yourself when there are doubts coming. See, do I have enough shraddha? When you fear something, you should ask, what does fearing show? That your shraddha in your Bhagwan or your Guru has come down. Huh? How can you say, I am a devotee of Hanuman Dada? Hanumana is my Ishtadev. And then say, little scared. हनुमान जी हैं, पर फिर भी क्या मतलब श्रद्धा नहीं है. पूरी श्रद्धा हो तो you have to say Hanuman is with me. No, Gurudev used to say, don't go to God and talk about your problem. Go to the problem and tell the problem who your God is. Problem will vanish. We go to God. God, this problem is too much for me to tell the problem. Hey, problem, you know who is behind me? Problem will vanish. Isn't it? This Shraddha has to be strong. Conviction has to be strong. Then lastly, the sixth virtue, what is that? Samadhanam. And Samadhanam came chittaikagrita. What is Samadhanam? Samadhanam is single pointedness of the mind. This is beautiful. If the mind is focused, concentrated, single pointed, there is nothing that you cannot achieve in this world, as well as if you are talking of interpretation of the text. Normally what happens? Mind is wandering here and there, isn't it? You know, you will say my mind is not under control. What you can do is keep a lakshya for you, keep a goal for you. Most of us do not have a goal. I always tell students, especially what happens, children, when they are in the 10th and 12th, the board exams and everything they are giving, everybody asks them, what are you doing next? What have you got to do? So children have to answer science, arts, commerce, law, doctor, engineer. I feel why should we ask them? They are what? 15, 14, 15, 16, 17, I don't know what. They are still in their teens, teenagers. Do they know about the world? Yes. We must give them some goal. They better have some goal. So that is good. But what about 40-year-olds? 14-year-old, you're asking him, what is your goal in life? I asked 40-year-olds, now tell me, what is your goal in life? Huh? You have 30, 40 years more to go. Don't say, no, ours is all, our children have to grow. This is Don't cry. Have a goal and single-pointed focus in that. Everything has to happen. Family will go on, everything. But you must too have a goal. When you have the goal and you're working towards that goal, you can control the mind also easily, understand. Controlling of mind can lead you to chitta ekagrata, or having a strong goal, focused on that one goal, can bring all distracted thoughts into. And this brings about integrity of personality. Therefore, samadhanam is the state of mind where only single pointedness, one thing is known. Now, to reach one's goal, you need chama, dhamma, titiksha, everything, isn't it? So, absorption of the mind in the self is the final samadhi. Okay, which means what? Being single pointed, concentration, focus, huh? Where you can pay attention. Now, very many activities in our life are being mechanically done. Don't do things mechanically. Pay attention with complete focus. You must be able to attend to every activity of yours, however small activity that is. Brushing your teeth also requires your attention. Making a cup of tea, cleaning up work. Usually what happens? All this is mechanically done. When the mind is thinking of something else, so this is distraction. The body is doing something, mind is doing something else, heart is requiring, I could have slept for some good time. How disconnected we are, isn't it, as a whole? This should not happen. Your heart, mind should be where your actions are. And if the mind, they should be in sync with each other. This is very, very important. Otherwise, oh, Acharya, I chant Hanuman Chalisa every day. Very good. How are you doing it? Huh? While I'm cooking, oh, you're not paying attention to your cooking then. Because if your attention is on the Hanuman Chalisa, are you able to pay attention to what you're cooking? Sometimes I am cooking or I'm in the room only in this, and maid also comes. And she is late, she is not doing things properly. So, mouth na, Jai Hanuman, Jai Hanuman Sagar, Jai Kapis Tinu Lokan, and I am looking at my maid and Jai Hanuman, Jai Hanuman. Now we are split. What is the point of doing Hanuman Chalisa this way? Ekagrata. Wherever you are, be focused, be single point. If you notice, all these are qualities, these are virtues, values. If we cultivate, this is very good for our worldly transactions also. Such a person will be a successful person, be it in sports, politics, business, anything that you're doing. Right? So these are the sixfold wealth. So the first was Vivekaha, then Vairagyam, Viragaha, then the sixfold Shamadhi, Shakka Sampattihi. The last one is Mumukshutvam. Mumukshutvam kim? Moksho me bhuyat iti ichha. So we shall discuss this since it is already, our time is up. Just go through whatever we have discussed, because this is all very beautiful. This is the quality or the qualification required as an adhikari. So if we are considering now, I didn't know, I'm now wanting to be an adhikari, we should be able to cultivate these virtues in us. We must look at the world this way. When we begin like this, understand what happens is there will be a change in the way we interact in this world. All our transactions, we will not be so sorrowful with the situation around us. Our perspective in life will begin to change. that is when we can say we are walking the spiritual path. We will be different from other people. Understand that all changes will come. And people say, Arey, you are very different these days. Yes. And I'm going to make that difference. I'm going to transform myself. Why? Because there is a goal now. And it is a goal which I had not known of before. So I'm going to walk on this path and come to recognize, discover what? My own true nature. So because the Shastras declare that Tattvam, see, that thou art, that you are, Brahman you are, Atman you are. So Aham Brahmasmi, how am I that Brahman? Let me come to know. I have to read, understand, imbibe. I will see the transformation within myself. And let me attain that liberation in this life time as a Jivan. That is a Jivan Mukta. Who is a Jivan Mukta? Who has attained to the state in this body. And this is possible by all of us. How? Because whether we know it or no, we are only Atman. We just need to discover that. The path to discovery requires lot of effort. But we must begin on the path and put in all our efforts towards it. Because one thing that Bhagavan Krishna tells us, all knowledge and all or any effort put on the spiritual path, this knowledge that we get will remain with us even when we have left this body and taken another body. Any other knowledge will go away. I have done my MBBS in this body in this lifetime. So next life, I cannot claim that I will continue practice of medicine. That I can't do. But spiritual knowledge remains with me. Therefore, we must all begin the effort right now. We will see about mumukshitvam and then go further with the verses in the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Shanti.